Welcome to the Speed Force, where we currently discuss everything about DC TV, Marvel, and supernatural related things. And these are three categories that I would love to discuss with you. And we will be discussing Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Flash, Supernatural, and the Marvel related things, stuff like that. And we will be discussing these on the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy this, because we're talking a lot about history and everything else that relates to this and around it, correlates, whatever you call it. So enjoy it. Welcome to the Speed Force, and more importantly, welcome to the CW shows of 2018. Enjoy it. Now everyone, here we are back into another video. I'm so sorry guys, I can't exactly consistently upload like I used to, simply because of schedule issues and stuff like that, but I am here to make up for it with this video here, the ELSEWORLD's photo. And right now the ELSEWORLD's poster Destiny will be rewritten with Grant Gustin as the Green Arrow and Stephen Amell as the Flash. And what really surprises me is that this photo was actually released obviously like some time ago. So far a lot of this week leaked photos just out of nowhere the whole entire week, ever since Monday, ever since Stephen Amell started, ever since the Arrow season premiere, YVRShoots, Canadagraphs, even Stephen Amell himself. I got all of these photos from those three sources: Stephen Amell himself, YVRShoots, and Canadagraphs, and a lot of these images that that we have here are really interesting. This is actually in Smallville, and I really expected to see Smallville and Supergirl, but we obviously that didn't happen. But we may actually be able to this time due to the crossover Batwoman and Elseworld storyline. I want to see what lies within it and stuff like that, because how Grant, you can see now he's the Green Arrow. And it's so darn cool how we actually have all these photos within an entire week. And this is just part two of the first week of entire photos. And the Kent house in Kansas is really cool, because we actually get to explore the Superman part. And there's like this 8-foot tall villain that we've heard of so far. This is not actually a leaked photo, we could call it that, but this is just Jensen Ackles from Supernatural. He came to visit the crossover set. He came to visit the crossover set with Stephen Amell as the Flash and Grant Gustin as the Green Arrow, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait until we see some really cool digs down here. And I think this is like Stephen Amell just fitting the mask on him, like not necessarily just fitting, but I guess he's trying to fit the mask on him so it doesn't like come off or whatever, because there can be some wardrobe malfunctions too, as was in Supernatural. So yeah, which is pretty hilarious. So yeah. And this is consisting of Grant Gustin as the Green Arrow, and I think it is awesome. Simply because of the fact that I always wanted to see what would happen if they had switched roles, and I thought it was going to be some timeline change. If they were to switch roles, I thought it was going to I actually had a theory that maybe it can be some timeline change or on another Earth, but this is Elseworlds. This is another photo of Grant Gustin, or is that his stunt double? I don't know. It looks more like Grant, because we know Grant is approximately, he's not exactly very tall, but he seems very tall. And Stephen Amell here is the Flash. A lot of people are saying that Stephen Amell looks better in the Flash suit than Grant. I think it actually fits Grant more than Stephen Amell, naturally, because Grant is the Flash, but also because it fits him just right. But I think that they had to have a different suit for Steven because I think they know that he has a bit more buffness and more definition to him, and that you know how critics just like to start making fun of people, so they wanted to take a shot at Grant Gustin, but he fired back, so the critics had to eat their words. This is another one of him as the Flash. That one just was, but he was completely masked at the time. And this is where Stephen Amell, I think he's right there. I think that's him. And, man, I think this crossover is going to be so good simply because of the fact that, you know, we're going to have this 8 foot tall villain that Daniel Cudmore will play as, like he played Colossus in the original X-Men trilogy, including X-Men Days of Future Past. And we see Melissa Benoist here as Supergirl, and I think that this is where they encounter the 8 foot tall villain that Daniel Cudmore will be playing, since he also played Gridlock in the first episode, aka the season premiere of The Flash, and the second episode of season 5 as well. So, yeah, he died sadly. But this is where we see Grant, and that's where we just yeah. Sorry, these photos go by really quickly every time I try to explain. But that photo was Grant when he's shooting the bow. I think that 8 foot tall villain is Daniel Cudmore will be playing. Sorry guys, I keep stuttering. I'm so excited. And this is Jensen here. He's visiting the set. He's not really, he's just visiting the set and stuff like that, and talking to Stephen Amell. I think about how the crossover can be and stuff like that. And Stephen Amell in the Flash suit, and Grant Gustin in the Green Arrow suit. It's going to be pretty exciting since we will be having a lot more of this stuff. I cannot wait to actually see Batwoman in action. Lois Lane will only be in for 2 nights. I think she's gonna be in the Arrow one, the Arrow episode, and the Flash one. That's my opinion. I forgot. This is another one with Grant up close as the Green Arrow. I think he looks so darn awesome. I think he looks better than. I think he even looks better than Steven. I think. I don't really know. I'm torn. He looks like one of those good quality archers in the very HD Archer movies. He looks like a freaking Assassin's Creed character, which is so darn cool. But this is Tyler Hoechlin. He's back as Superman. I'm really happy. I originally had a very bad feeling about him at first because I didn't really know that there was a Superman, so I didn't really know how to process. I had a bit of a negative vibe. I was actually kind of mad at first because I thought he didn't fit, but now that I actually begun to understand that it's him and he's in it and he's doing more than we think, and that's what brought me to his Superman. So yeah, it's really, really awesome. Yeah, they're trying to pull him. How come the 2 most invincible people in the world can't even hold him back? These are not even leaked photos, people. These are not leaked photos. These are just photos here of Misha Collins, and I think he was probably going to go visit the set too. No, wait. I think he accidentally went by the set, as YVRShoots said, I think. And this is just him with a whole bunch of Supernatural fans, and they're taking a picture with him, which is so darn awesome, because we know there's a lot of people in the country that watch Supernatural, even in Canada, USA and Canada, stuff like that. And the next shot will contain a photo, a still, not necessarily a still photo, I could say still photo, but a photo of Grant Gustin here, right now, that just popped up, as he's masked as the Green Arrow, and dang, no weird stuff, but he looks so awesome in that suit. Like, he really looks like an Assassin's Creed. I cannot wait to create the versions of Green Arrow and Lego DC Supervillains. But that's a game I'm waiting for. Don't mind that. Off topic. Let's get back to the topic. I think this is where Stephen Amell as the Flash, Grant Gustin as Green Arrow, Tyler Hoechlin back as Superman, and Melissa Benoist is Supergirl. I think they're trying to deal with this 8-foot character, and the funny thing is that a lot of crap. I'm sorry, but these photos are just so darn awesome. Like, it's exciting. Like, I'm really wondering what's it going to be like for the crossover. Like, I cannot believe how exciting this is going to be. 100%. It is going to be believable. And unbelievable at the same time. So, yeah, these are just photos of how they're going to try to stop the 8-foot tall villain, whoever it's going to be. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Monitor is actually going to be in the crossover. Yeah, if I'm correct. Batwoman and the Monitor, Lois Lane, a lot of people, including like the certain OG heroes and villains that can possibly be returning. I don't really know. I think this might be better than the 100th episode. I can't exactly tell. If he's going to be 8 feet tall, then god dang, man, 100%. This is going to be freaking humiliating for these 4 heroes. Superman, Flash, Green Arrow, Supergirl. And this is where it excites me, right? In the best, most superhero believable way ever. I think he's going to race Superman. Right? I hope the Flash wins. And the final photo that'll be popping up right now is, I think they're saying like step out of the way, or maybe like just like, yeah, I think this is probably at the end of the crossover, maybe at the beginning, middle. Including the fact that, man, I'm sorry, I'm a bit too excited for this freaking crossover thing. How Cicada actually takes away their powers and stuff like that, and the next thing you know, the reason why mainly this is actually playing after all those leaked images is because this is the preview. Not necessarily the preview, but it's a bit of a cliffhanger. I'm going to start leaving cliffhangers on my videos from now on, so you can actually get an idea or the gist of my next video. So I will be doing the Flash 503 trailer called The Death of Vibe. That's what the episode is entitled. And Vibe is sadly going to die. And I'm sorry that it rhymes. It's even worse. But, you know, I cannot wait to see the way it goes. I don't like that Cisco's going to die. He's like borderline one of my top 10 favorite characters. But I just cannot wait until, so far Cisco has held his own in this part. And I just love how, you know, just Barry, why does Barry constantly get thrashed by people he is more powerful than, right? People who are weaker and stronger than him, he gets thrashed immediately. He just gets wrecked. But obviously, since, you know, Cicada, I guess, saw her, people were saying maybe he knows her. But no, it's not the future. He's not from the future. He's from the present. I'm just here to tell you that's a thing. And since I have to go, one more thing, I think it's because he didn't want to leave her without a father. But, you know, like, comment, subscribe, LCS spread the word. I gotta go. I will be making another video for the Supernatural 1402 review. And I have to go. I will be seeing you guys later as I'm currently watching some live streams. But, you know, that's what I do in my spare time. See you guys later. Welcome to the Speed Force. I do enjoy making all this content. I really do. Thank you guys for supporting me all throughout this entire year, from 2017 to July the 8th to, you know, all the way from now and forever, man. I do enjoy making content for you guys, and if you are new, like, comment, subscribe if you guys enjoy it. Sorry guys, I'm kind of sick, so I'm still stuttering already, but just don't mind that. It's just, you know, I get a bit of anxiety and anguish when it comes to this kind of stuff. yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I do Marvel, DC, horror related things based on supernatural. And feel free to watch those videos, like, comment, subscribe. I gotta go. See you guys later, man. I'm sick. Peace, everyone.